legal advice. Personal injury attorney Willie Powles is here to answer some common questions that have surfaced following Hurricane Harvey. Okay, Willie, so let's jump right in.
Certainly.
What is the most common question that's come up for you?
You know, we get a lot of questions like, hey, I lost my car. I think I have maybe three or four phone calls.
About what to do if people just can't find it.
What to do, or I got water in my car. You know, what I do, you know, do I lose my car?
Yes.
What options are available?
So what's the
Same thing
answer?
with houses as well.
What's the answer to that if someone can't find their car?
All right, so typically if either they lost their car, more commonly what happens is water got in it because of the flood. And so what it is we contact the insurance company. The insurance company will then bring out an adjuster and appraise the damage to the vehicle. And usually what we found as a result of Harvey is that most of those cars can't be saved anymore.
Yeah, they're totaled.
And they're totaled out.
Oh, so you can help then people deal with their insurance company, help be sort of like the liaison.
Absolutely, because there's so many questions, and this is something that we deal with on an everyday basis. So we're happy to help people with home or car issues if they have suffered as a result of the Hurricane Harvey flooding.
Now, okay, what if someone's home, though, wasn't necessarily in a flood district, but they still, got flooded because of the hurricane? Yeah, and
you'd be surprised. That was actually a very common issue as well. The statistics show that only about 15% of the greater Houston population, something like that, actually have flood insurance. And that's because a lot of the homes are outside and people didn't feel a need that they would actually need flood insurance for their particular home. So a lot of times what we do, if they don't have flood insurance, we'll help them find other ways in which they can get funding in order to still meet the need in light of what Hurricane Harvey did. So FEMA, that's another avenue that people can get revenue. I was doing some research the other day. If you're a veteran, if you're a VA vet, they have special needs and assistance also if you're a vet. So it's not just FEMA, or it's not just if you have flood insurance. We may be able to help you find something else that may also be able to address your house if it has been damaged as a result of Hurricane Harvey flooding.
A lot of people have, obviously if you buy a home, like part of the stipulation of getting a loan is that you have to have a homeowner's insurance policy in place. That, of course, is separate from flood insurance. But some people out there, we've heard, they don't even know if they have flood insurance. So how would someone check?
That's an excellent question. A lot of times you have to make a request for it. If you didn't specifically make a request for it,
you don't have it.
Usually you don't have it. And so, again, with that, if you fall in that category, then what we'll try to do is help you find some sort of relief. Since this has been declared a national disaster, there's a lot of funding that's coming to our area to specifically help people who otherwise, didn't have that. Yeah.
Okay, so we have just a few minutes left. I want to run through these kind of quickly because you are a personal injury lawyer.
Absolutely.
And these, I know, seem like basic questions, but I think a lot of us, you're involved in an accident. You don't know what to do. So let's say you're in an auto accident. What's the first thing you should do?
I really think the first thing, again, if you're conscious and you're okay, you want to really call 911 and you want to call assistance. Particularly if you've never been in an accident before, there's so many things that you don't know what you should do. It's good to get some legal advice and guidance, okay? But initially, what you want to do, you want to call the police to the scene.
But should you just call like your local police office rather than 911 if it's not an emergency?
Yes, if you know the number. A lot of times what happens is people don't know that number, and so they'll call 911.
And they connect to
and then the dispatch will come, and they'll dispatch you to your local police department.
What about, so get police on the phone.
Okay, get police.
Get them to come to the scene.
Get them to come to the scene. You want to take photographs. Okay, that's very important. And you want to gather information. So you want to, if you're able to do it and circumstances allow for it, you want to get the contact information of the at-fault driver. You want to gather their insurance policy information.
What if they don't have insurance?
Well, that's a big common issue in Texas. So then, again, that's a good reason to call a lawyer, because then now we can help you. What do you do in those situations? A lot of times, they may not have insurance, okay? But you may have insurance that will cover you for people who don't have insurance.
Yeah.
Underinsured or uninsured.
Uninsured policy.
Right. So there's still other options that we can explore, even if the person who hit you didn't necessarily have insurance.
What if you're blocking traffic? I mean, should you move, assuming the car is still drivable, should you move your car out of the road so you're not?
I think that's an excellent question. I think initially, everybody's phones these days have cameras and stuff like that. Again, you want to capture the scene as accurately as it is before changing it and moving it.
Got it.
A lot of times we have to get reconstructionists and all that stuff, but if we got a photograph, that's a great place to
take
start.
Pictures before you.
Yeah, and then you can move and then, to a safe place, because we don't want you in the middle of the road and get injured again.
Okay,
if you're in the way.
So we got to have you back, Willie, because you always bring such good information. We are out of time, but tell us about the food drive that you're doing.
Great. As a result of Hurricane Harvey, we want to help. We commend people like J.J. Watt and what the Houston Texans organization is doing to help others in the community. We're doing the same thing at my office tomorrow between 2:30 and 3:30. We're doing a food drive, a canned food drive for the Houston Food Bank, again, to help Project Feeding America, Project Feeding Kids. Also, we're doing a school drive. So if you hadn't had a chance because of Harvey to get your school supplies, we'll have supplies there and some T-shirts for the kids going to school, particularly HSD, starting next week.
All right. So for more information about either of those drives, or also if you would like to schedule a consultation with the lawyer, Mr. Willie Powell himself, you can call 800-240-8126, or you can check him out online at williepowellslawfirm.com. Thank you so much, Willie, for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
See you again.
Thanks for having me.
Keep up the good work. All right, so coming up next, we're going to give you some tips on what to do and what not to do, more importantly sometimes, to protect your home and family in the wake of the